guys, this is Kim with Pink Magnolia Moms. So, my kids are at my parents' house right now, and it's Wednesday, but this is my vlog for Thoughtful Thursday, June 21st, 2012. It just blows my mind still that June is almost over. Father's Day has come and gone, and let me tell you a little bit about what we did for Father's Day. So, my husband is a really big Michael Jackson fan, and so is his dad. So last year, literally 1 year ago, last Father's Day, my mother-in-law asked me for some ideas of what to get Jeff for Father's Day. And I told her that Cirque du Soleil was coming to Austin this year, this June, with their Michael Jackson show. So we've been planning this year's Father's Day events for a year. A year. That's kind of crazy, but it's totally worth it. We totally surprised Jeff and his dad, and it was an incredible show. I think it was only here for like one night, which is kind of crazy because they had to set it up. You think that they would have more than one show. And I thought my dogs were just going to go ape because there is a dog walking past past our house. There we go. Okay, so I gave the dogs a break to bark and go crazy at the dog. And as the guy was walking with his dog, he was like staring into my house. So that's why I don't know, looking kind of weird if you noticed that. But he was literally like looking, I don't know, I don't stare at people in their homes when I walk past their house. That's kind of rude, isn't it? Anyways, so yeah, the Cirque du Soleil show is called the Immortal World Tour. If it's coming to your area, I would strongly recommend that you go buy tickets. Our tickets were kind of crazy expensive. Maybe that's because we got them a year in advance. So look and just see. Go to like the Cirque du Soleil website. I'll link to it below for you so you don't have to search for it. Because if you don't know how to spell it, you might spell it incorrectly. But Google is pretty good about correcting those things. But I'll make it easy for you and link below. Totally awesome. Check it out. I'm kind of hoping that it becomes a permanent show in Las Vegas or somewhere so that I can go see it again and not have to wait for it to come back to Austin. So isn't that crazy that it was in Austin for Father's Day weekend? And it just happens to be someone who Jeff loves. And we also really like Cirque du Soleil because they're incredible. Best kind of circus. If my kids ever run away to join the circus, which I know people don't do that anymore, but if they ever did, I'd want it to be Cirque du Soleil. That's a cool, respectable kind of circus, right? Anyways, so then we did some other things. We went out for brunch. We went out for dinner. Jeff got like a gift every day, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you better bring it next year for Mother's Day. That's all I'm saying. Not that he's watching this, but, you know, I've told him to, but, you know, would he support my little vlogging interest? No. Anyways, I have notes again. So, really, that's what we did this weekend. We celebrated my husband and what a great father he is. And my dad and my father-in-law. So, yay, happy Father's Day to all of the great men that are in your lives. Hope you celebrated them. Sure you did. Anyway, so let me talk a little bit about what I did yesterday and what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the week. I am planning my son's birthday party. He turns 2 on July 26th. Still blows my mind, again. So yeah, I went to a mom conference a couple months ago with Holly, and it's kind of where we came up with the idea to do this vlog. But what was I going to say? And one of the breakout sessions I went to was for party planning, And I am going to blog more in detail about planning parties, you know, because all of you guys have birthday parties to plan. Some of you probably have baby showers, wedding showers, you know, stuff like that to plan for people. And I know I'm a planner. I love planning parties. That's why I went to the little party planning breakout session, because I was like, oh, it's right up my alley. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it'll just be great for me. And I learned a lot because I know not everyone loves planning and some people find it overwhelming. I really enjoy it, but that's because I'm like a planner. You know, I was the social committee chairperson in my neighborhood for too long, but I'm not anymore. So now I plan cool parties for my family. Not that they weren't cool before then, but they're cooler now than they were. So one of the things that we learned was to pick like a focal point and plan your party around it, whether it's a character, a color, a pattern. And I know that sounds really weird. You're like, oh, I'm going to have a plaid party. And no, I'm not saying you will call it a plaid party because you don't really need to advertise the theme. Although with little kids, Cooper is having a monster party. And so I went and I picked up some fabric from Hobby Lobby because the fabric's always like 30% off or something like that. It's pretty, I don't know why they don't just mark their prices down 30% so that you know that's what they're always costing, but I guess people like to feel like they're getting a deal, myself included. So these are the fabrics I got, and let me tell you about what I'm going to do with the fabrics before I show them to you. I haven't decided if I'm going to make like a pennant or if I'm going to cut them into strips or squares or something, but it's going to become the background for the dessert table. Because really, the dessert table is really what the party is all about. That's the focus. And if you spend a lot of time, not necessarily a lot of time or money, but if you really decorate that well, then you don't really need to decorate anywhere else. Thumbs up in my book. So, I picked these. Now, granted, Hobby Lobby doesn't have a huge selection of fabric, but I found some stuff that I like. So, this is the solid color, and it's showing up pretty, like, true. I got 3, because I couldn't find enough fabrics that all, like, went well together. And then I got this orange polka dot. This is the one that I fell in love with. Love it. And look at the color I am now that the kid, look how funny that is. Anyways, so this pattern was really where I began. I knew I wanted that one. And then I picked the orange to go with it because I really like blue and orange together. And that's actually pretty much the colors of Cooper's room right now, not of his nursery. Not quite this bright of a blue, more like toned down like baby blue-ish. And then, so I designed a background that is this, exactly, for the invitations. And I'll include the invitations in the blog post, and I'll link to the blog post below if you're watching this on YouTube, so you can see what it looks like I put together. And so I said he's having a monster party, as in ugly doll monsters. I got the idea off Pinterest last year. Not like 12 months ago, but sometime in the 2011 year. One of my friends pinned it, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, Cooper is having a monster party. So I got all these little monsters. They're called ugly dolls. You can get them at Toys R Us. Sorry, I got these at Toys R Us. They were like $5.99 or something like that. So I got these for party favors for his age friends. And I don't know about you guys, Cooper is our second child. So a lot of his friends are Addison's friends. And he does have some of his own friends who are his age. But so these little ones, fluffy, stuffy, plushed ones, maybe they're $9.99. I don't remember. You can go to Toys R Us and look for that yourself. Those are their party favors. And then the older kids, these are a lot less expensive, and I didn't even know that they had these. They have ugly doll action figures. It's actually This one is called the Series 3 figure. And what's really cute about the Ugly Dolls is, well, they're all named, and then they all kind of have story, like backstories. I'm sure this one's probably inside of it, but on the little notes, okay, so this one is Ox. And it's funny, I think Melanie Marcus actually got the same exact one for Addison when she was a baby. So this says, Ox has a special magic trick. You know that stuff in your house? Well, that all belongs to Ox now. That's right. That's pretty funny. He would just borrow it for a few hundred years, but that's way too temporary. Ox is here to stay, so he likes things that are more permanent. Like his dedication to looking out for you and his best buddy, Wedgehead, who also used to have a lot of stuff. Ox likes you, not just for the money, but because you read all of this and didn't run. Isn't that cute? So they all have little different stories, and they're pretty, silly, funny stories. I think a little kid will get a kick out of that. I did. I'm almost 30. So, and then I'm also going to be planning my birthday party. So I'll let you know what I do, and I'll show you the invitations for that as well. And I think that is it. So look for a more detailed, in-depth blog post about party planning in the future. It is definitely coming up soon. So yeah, look for that. It'll be pretty good, and hopefully it'll help you, those of you who don't enjoy party planning. It hopefully will make it fun, and because I think party planning can become overwhelming when you're just like, where do I start? What do I do? There's going to be so many people. What am I supposed to do? So once you give yourself something small to focus on, and you just build from there, I think that will really help you guys. Anyways, yeah, I could talk about more, but I've been talking for a long time. So I'm going to say bye, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll just talk to you later. Bye.